Live at 4, this is 13 News Now.
Raw temperatures are biting Hampton roads right now, and it's about to feel a lot colder. I'm Janet Roach.
And I'm Regina Mobley. Right now, the 7 cities are slowly getting back to normal. More people are leaving their homes, but the roads are still very treacherous. Evan is tracking the bitter cold seeping into the area. Evan, just how cold will it get tonight?
Well, we could set a record tonight. I'm forecasting a low of 9 degrees. The record is 10, so a cold night. Factor in the winds, it'll feel even colder than that. As a matter of fact, we've got a wind chill advisory in effect for all of Hampton roads. That goes into effect at 6 o'clock tonight, runs through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning because of those bitterly cold wind chills. As far as the current wind chills, as you step outside, feels like it's 16 degrees in Norfolk, 10 in Chesapeake, 11 in Newport News, 14 in Williamsburg, and 10 up in Melf on the Eastern Shore, 11 in Elizabeth City. And those temperatures and wind chills will be dropping later tonight. You can see the snow covering the ground and covering the pond here out in Oyster Point up in Newport News. And temperatures over the next 6 hours, again, continuing to drop. So by 11 o'clock, 15 degrees and a wind chill of 5. Later tonight, sub-zero wind chills. And again, notice clear skies. So with the snowpack and the clear conditions, that's what will allow those temperatures to drop and drop quickly after sunset. Now, there is a warm up in the extended forecast. Details on that and the extended outlook coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Evan. More people are braving the conditions and heading out on the roads today.
13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton spent the day checking out the roads, and she's live now with where the good and bad spots are.
That's right, guys. I'm here on South Independence, and I want you to take a look. There's a lot of people on these roads right now. A lot of those people were telling me they had to go to work today, so there was no other option. Now, South Independence is a primary road. It's the road that city officials try to get to, those work crews try to get to first. Now, the next road over here, if you take a look, Bonnie Road, is a secondary road. So crews have been working around the clock trying to use the salt and sand mix to make sure drivers do stay safe. Now, I want you to take a look at some of this video. Drew Langford with the Public Works crews tells me they have been working around the clock trying to get these roads ready. He said the sun today has melted a lot of that snow, but they have one worry for tonight, and it's those freezing conditions that continue to top and hurt the snow and not melt it.
A lot of what we clear today will refreeze as liquid, so you're going to have to be careful of black ice tonight and in the morning.
Now, if you are headed out tonight, you want to make sure you take your time, you go slow. We've seen a lot of people flying down these roads, slamming on their brakes, and then they're sliding, and then you will experience that black ice. So make sure you are careful if you do head out here. Live in Virginia Beach, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.
Now, some have already started to dig out, but remember, it is your responsibility to clear the sidewalks in front of your home. The rules are different in every city. In Virginia Beach, you have 6 hours after the storm to clear the snow. The Norfolk City Code allows 3 hours, but the city is not enforcing the rule. Chesapeake doesn't have any snow removal rules. Newport News homeowners have 5 daylight hours to clear their sidewalks, and Hampton a 3-hour window. If you don't follow the rules, you could get a ticket. All those cities are mainly focused on clearing the streets right now. Now, if you left your house, you may see a lot of cars stuck in the snow. And this morning, a truck burst into flames. The driver tells us this happened when he tried to get out of the snow.
So how do you get your car out of the snow without any problems? 13 News Now reporter Elise Brown spoke with experts at AAA about safely driving out of snow.
Many roads across the area still look like this. Lots of snow and patches of ice like down here. Cars and trucks still getting stuck. So we want to know, how do you get out of this without damaging your car? AAA answers that question.
This truck on fire. The driver tells us he rocked it back and forth, putting it in drive and reverse. But at some point, his transmission caught fire.
That can happen if you let the tires spin too much trying to get momentum.
Scott Mitchell is the fleet operations manager for AAA Tidewater. He says you can rock your car back and forth using drive and reverse. However, there's a proper way to do it.
And straighten the wheels and you want to use a rocking method forward and backwards at low speed. You do not want to gun the tires and let them spin. That's not going to give you any traction.
You also don't want to let a non-professional attach a chain to your car. It could cause serious damage, like pulling your bumper off. What might get you out? Digging snow and ice away from the tires. If that fails, put something underneath the tires, like floor mats. That's exactly what the Marks brothers did. It wasn't their first time getting stuck either.
We thought we could just keep on moseying by, and then we got stuck. But we brought our carpet, so we slipped it right underneath the tire. Just give it a little push while the person's pressing on the gas, and then coast on right out.
If you still can't get out, tow companies and AAA are out in full force today to help. They just ask for patience and for people to stay off the roads if possible. Elise Brown, 13 News Now.
Well, if you saw in our coverage, many roads are still dangerous throughout the area. Virginia State Police say troopers have responded to 437 crashes, and that's just from state police. Right now, we do not know the amount of crashes from the local authorities. Troopers also say they have helped about 600 drivers that got stuck in the snow all around Hampton roads. State police say if you do need to drive, remove the snow and ice from your car. Allow for extra time to get to your destination. Slow down. Increase driving distances between cars. Buckle up and move over for all stopped emergency vehicles.
The Coast Guard has suspended its search for 2 duck hunters. They left the Jamestown Yacht Basin Wednesday before the storm hit, and the Coast Guard tells us the hunters were going across the James River to their duck blind on Grays Creek. 13 News Now reporter Nico Clemens spoke to the brother of one of them, and he joins us live from Surry County with what he said about their disappearance. Nico.
Yes, certainly an emotional afternoon for both families. The family of Austin Savage and Kyle Englehart. Both families are together right now inside a restaurant here in Surry. This has turned from a search and rescue to a recovery. And behind me, Virginia Conservation Police are out there somewhere searching in the James River. And I don't know if you can see in the distance a boat getting ready to come back. They're just out there searching right now. The Department of Game and Inland Fisheries investigating this as a boating accident. Again, the 2 young men left the Jamestown Yacht Basin on a 16-foot John boat Wednesday. That's in James City County. Yesterday, a Virginia State Police helicopter crew spotted an overturned boat matching the description of the John boat. Now, several agencies are part of this search. Right now, divers are out. Virginia Conservation Police are using sonar and canine and walking the shoreline. York County Sheriff's deputies, they provided a drone earlier today. I did speak with Captain Milt Robinson. He is a conservation police officer. He says they won't give up. And again, I did speak with Kyle Englehart's brother, Cameron, about 30 minutes ago. Their family is hurting right now, but they are praying for the best. But again, it is cold out here. These temperatures, it's almost freezing. It is freezing, and that's their biggest concern right now. And you'll hear from Cameron Englehart coming up at 5, our conversation just about 30 minutes ago. Live in Surry, I'm Nico Clemens, 13 News Now.